Now, if you think about our last lesson, we've printed stuff to the screen, we've made a variable to store information, and then we've used both the print command and those variables to make sentences which make a little bit more sense. So if we were to go back to our previous lesson where we had a variable called my name, like so, and then wrote in a word in the place of my name, which in that case was teacher. And what we're actually doing here is we're making a variable, but we're also typing in the value of that variable, or the name in this case called teacher. So that doesn't give the user a chance to write their own name. So in this case, the variable is cool, but it's not cool enough. So what we want to do is design a system where the user who's playing our game is allowed to type stuff onto the screen, and then Python remembers what they type so that it can later on use it in some other part of the program. So what do I mean by that? So instead of telling Python what the name of this person is, what we should do is take this variable called my name, and instead of telling it what the name is, we should ask the user what his or her name is. So in this case, what we're going to do is put in a command called input, and we're going to open up our brackets, and then we're going to write a question, which is going to be what is your name question mark, like so. Now if we were to run this, you can see that Python asks the question which is inside the quotation marks here, and because we've written the word input, it kind of waits for the user to actually type in something. So in this case, I'm going to write my name is teacher, press enter on my keyboard, and then Python does nothing. Well, we haven't actually done much with it yet, but we've made progress. So again, let's just have a look at that line of code. We've made a variable called my name, and then rather than putting a value or a name there, we've said whatever my name is, make it an input. That means let the user input something into the game. And then we've asked a question. We've said ask this question and then wait for the user to type in something. And when they press enter, whatever they type will become my name. So again, let me do that again. If I press run, it says what is your name, and if I type in the word teacher, when I press enter, my name equals teacher. Now if of course I was to write something like this, my name would become Mickey Mouse. So no matter what I type, as soon as I press enter, that is what my name is. And we can test that very simply on the next line by saying print, open brackets, and my name. So what should happen when we press run here is it should ask a question. I should then reply with the word teacher, and then it very quickly prints whatever I type there underneath in the print my name. So we now know that whatever we type in that first line becomes the value of my name. And we can use this to our advantage. So rather than just reprinting the name I just typed in, we can type in now a greeting, which will look kind of cooler. So what we can do is first ask the question, what is your name? And then later on, let's greet this person. So we'll put in quotation marks and say, hello, space, plus my name, plus quotation marks, comma, space, how are you, question mark, like that. So this makes the game a little bit more interactive and actually a little more professional. So if we now press run, we're going to get the same question. I'm going to reply with the same answer, and as I press enter, you should see the next line actually puts the name I typed in into a sentence, and it suddenly feels like this program is a little bit more personal and feels like I want to play it. I know it's not a game quite yet, but this is the beginning of what could be a very good game.